Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and what a magnificent evening for all present here virtually and physically. Welcome to the inauguration of the Jayashree Venkataraman Digital Learning and Research Center at the Stella College. We are gathered here to celebrate a groundbreaking inauguration on the one hand, and on the other, to commemorate and cherish the memory of an extraordinary alumnus of Stella College, the late Mrs. Jayashree Venkataraman, whose spirit of excellence, warmth, beauty, and perfection is epitomized in this digital center. The center aims to leverage learning and research at the Stella College and unleash potential and catalyze career aspirations through innovative digital skilling. I'm extremely privileged to welcome and invite our distinguished guests of honor for this evening, Mrs. Mallika Srinivasan, Chairman, Managing Director of Tractor and Farm Equipment Limited, and Mr. Murali Venkataraman, Director of WS Industries, to virtually unveil the plaque inscribed with the name of the center, Jayashree Venkataraman Digital Learning and Research Center. Thank you, Madam Srinivasan and Mr. Venkataraman, for doing us the honors. Ladies and gentlemen, for your information, the physical site of the digital center is positioned in the Sancta Sophia block, Stella College, on the ground floor. We now move to the physical space for the ceremonial opening of the Jayashree Venkataraman Digital Center. It is my distinct pleasure to invite our principal, Stella College, Dr. Sister Rosie Joseph, to symbolically cut the inaugural ribbon. Sister Rosie. May I now kindly request Chairman Mrs. Srinivasan to announce the declaration of the Jayashree Venkataraman Digital Center as open. Over to you, Madam Srinivasan.
Good evening. The Jayashree Venkataraman Digital Learning and Research Center celebrates and commemorates Jayashree's life and spirit and envisions the empowerment of every aspiring woman in the digital era. I have great pleasure in today inaugurating this cutting-edge initiative and declaring the center open.
What a glorious moment indeed for all of us to witness the opening of this marvelous digital center at Stella College. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now traverse both the physical and the virtual spaces for a traditional ceremony of lighting of the lamp. May I request Chairman Mallika Srinivasan and Mr. Venkataraman to light the lamp virtually, ushering a warmth of light illuminating the creativity of this wonderful digital space. Wonderful. Thank you, Madam Srinivasan and Mr. Venkataraman. We now have the lighting of the lamp ceremony in the digital center, and may I welcome the following dignitaries to kindly light the lamp. Dr. Sister Rosie Joseph, Principal, Sister Susan, our Secretary, Mrs. Shobana Ravi from TAFE, Dr. Lima Francis, Vice Principals of Stella Maris College. Kindly do the honors. So we have a beautiful setting there of light and lamp emitting a beautiful fragrance of warmth and creativity. It's a wonderful opening out here for us. The lamp and the floral decorations are sensitively created by Doctors Margaret Thomas and Swapna Satish, Fine Arts Department. Thank you all for creating this wonderful light and an ambience of fragrance. The scent in the air clearly smells of beauty, creativity, and humanity. We have all the dignitaries led by Sister Rosie Joseph, Sister Susan, and Shobana Ravi entering the digital space now. Welcome all. It is my privilege to invite our beloved Secretary, Sister Susan, to lead us in prayer. Sister Susan, may we have your blessings, please.
Let's all bow our heads in prayer. Lord our God, you are the source of life and wisdom. We thank you for gathering us for this inauguration of Jayashree Venkataraman Digital Learning and Research Center. We thank you for the gifts of Ms. Mallika Srinivasan, Chairman and MD TAFE, and Mr. Murali Venkataraman, Director of WS Industries, who are instrumental in getting this center for the use of generations of staff and students. Shower your choices blessings upon both of them so that they will continue to be a blessing to everyone. May Jayashree look down from heaven, rejoice with us, and shower her blessings upon us. We ask your blessings upon all those who are helped in setting up this center with their technical expertise. Ms. Shobana, Mr. Arun, Mrs. Vichitra, Anuradha Iqbal, and all the members of the staff of TAFE who have been here working hard. Bless them all. Bless our management, our principal, faculty, and all those who contributed in some way or other in establishing this center. We pray very especially for the organizing committee members who have been worked very hard. Once again, we ask you to bless this digital center and all of us present here. We make our prayer in your own precious name. Amen.
Thank you, Sister Susan, for your invocation of spiritual blessings in this space. I now request our principal, Dr. Sister Rosie Joseph, to bless this auspicious digital center with the holy waters. Thank you, Sister Rosie. As we move on to the next part of the program, I'm delighted to share a few thoughts under our principal, Dr. Sister Rosie Joseph. Sister Joseph was officially designated to take up the principalship at Stella College in 2018. In a short span of time, the institution has grown phenomenally from strength to strength under the dynamic leadership of Sister Joseph, and is ranked today as one of the top leading institutions in India and the first as the best women's college institution in South India. We at SMC are highly motivated, proud, inspired by Sister Joseph's navigational prowess, especially during the challenging pandemic situation, and to her earnest dedication to the vision of developing women's empowerment through education. I now call upon Dr. Sister Rosie Joseph to render the welcome address. Over to you, Dr. Sister Joseph.
Good evening and a warm welcome to the opening of the Jayashree Venkataraman Digital Learning and Research Center. We are delighted that you could join us today, and it is my pleasure to address the August gathering this evening. I am delighted to extend my warm greetings of welcome to the Chairman and CEO of TAFE, Ms. Mallika Srinivasan, and Mr. Murali Venkataraman, Ms. Shobana Ravi, and the creative team of TAFE, participants from EY and O2K. It is also my pleasure to welcome the Stella fraternity of faculty present here this evening. A warm welcome to everyone present in person and virtually. It is a proud moment for Stella today to commemorate the memory of the late Mrs. Jayashree Venkataraman through the inauguration of the Jayashree Venkataraman Digital Learning and Research Center. Jayashree was a proud alumna of Stella College. We remember her fondly as a friendly young person, eager, enthusiastic, and positive in her outlook of life. She was a simple and a humble person, extremely forthcoming and affectionate. She was an exemplary student who loved her alma mater and richly contributed to the progress of the institution. The exemplary characteristics of Jayashree were her creative zeal and dedication to achieving perfection in all her endeavors. We appreciate the painstaking efforts, planning, and the detailed craftsmanship of this creative digital center, which reflects Jayashree's desire for perfection. This digital center will continue to cherish and honor the memory of Jayashree. The global pandemic has caused an unimaginable disruption in our system of education, but it is indeed a wonder that the Jayashree Venkataraman Digital Learning and Research Center has realized its fruition in the most appropriate time, enabling digital learning and research at the optimal level, addressing the future needs in education on the online formatted mode. Today, we are adeptly enabled by TAFE to raise our standards of education innovatively with the uptake of sophisticated digital technologies. I take this opportunity to place on record the tremendous contribution made by Chairman Mallika Srinivasan to the Stella institution and her vision of enhancing and expanding development in education. The college has been a proud beneficiary of TAFE's generous support in the field of faculty enrichment, research development, and overseas professional training. And now we are delighted to receive the priceless gift of the innovative digital center. which embodies the creative spirit of the late Jayashree Venkataraman. On behalf of the college community, I thank the family of Mrs. Jayashree for sharing our joy with us on this day. May God bless all of us. Thank you and good evening.
Thank you, sister, for those splendid words and for bringing alive the memory of our alumna from within the perspective of her alma mater, Stella College. It is my privilege to welcome now Mrs. Shobna Ravi, Chief IT, Innovation and Learning Officer of TAFE. Mrs. Ravi will now present an overview on the Digital Center and enlighten us on the technological enablement of the center. Please welcome Mrs. Shobna Ravi.
Respected Ms. Malika Srinivasan, Mr. Venkataraman, Dr. Sister Rosie Joseph, Principal Stella College, Dr. Sister Susan, Secretary, Management, Faculty, Alumni, and other distinguished guests and students of Stella College. It is indeed my pleasure to brief you all of the technology and capabilities of Jayashree Venkataraman Digital Learning and Research Center set up by Malika Srinivasan and Mr. Venkataraman in memory of late Mrs. Jayashree Venkataraman, who epitomized excellence, creativity, and perfection. It is meant to further the academic and research endeavors of both students and faculty of Stella College. Like in all spheres of life, digital technology has transformed the education space too. To meet this challenging landscape of education, we have this truly digital center integrated with world-class technology in a very sophisticated and elegant manner, which makes it very easy to operate. That's the highlight of this place. And at the same time, it's very versatile for various purposes to be used by students, faculty, and research scholars, both on-premise and remote. It has a state-of-art collaborative platform, which will translate into seamless delivery of course content, collaboration, while driving synergy across various platforms of delivery. The infrastructure includes a large projection canvas that you see right in front of you and a multiple interactive surfaces, facilitating highly engaging collaborative scenarios with participants from within and outside the center. The digital whiteboarding that you see in front of you, most of you, it's on the left-hand side of the hall, capability brings all the flexibility that any classroom would seek from the perspective of student engagement and without any space limitation of a real whiteboard. The Intel and the Mac machines that you see on the either side provide the versatility required for a compute platform. The center's communication platform is completely open to any collaboration suite that you would choose to work on. So it doesn't restrict the kind of platforms that you use, the technology that you use. Coming to the audio design, microphones and speakers are aesthetically installed in the ceilings and in the wall, ensure delivery of acoustic, clear and crisp audio within the center. I think all must be experiencing this, and to remote participants too. Care has been taken to also address the requirement of differently abled on hearing. It has a small gadget by which you can adjust the volume and they could adjust and see what is more comfortable for them. A neatly fitted button right in the front, the panel button, serves as a highly intuitive user interface to operate the gadgets, and everything comes wire-free. So you would see if you typically have this kind of a conference, you'll have a lot of people taking it and telecasting, etc. Now, this all presets that have been put in is ensuring the right kind of experience for all those who are participating in this conference, whether in the center or outside. It gives the same experience. Power backup has been implemented, of course, to ensure glitch-free sessions. It has a state-of-art compute and communication and AV technology deployment completely scalable, and hence pretty future-proof. And we all know, given that the technologies are changing so fast, we need the life and be able to upgrade this whole center continuously, which is being ensured. Hence, we are sure this high-tech center would become the nodal point for enhancing student engagement, spirit of inquiry and creativity, a state-of-art teaching, international educational exchanges virtually, and a collaborative environment, paving way for new possibilities and innovation. For those who have joined us virtually, we would have a video walkthrough to get a glimpse of the sophistication of this center. Thank you, Charu. I'm sure each one of you would someday visit the center, those of you who are attending it today virtually, and experience a technology-enabled environment to learn, ideate, create new possibilities. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mrs. Shobna, for that vivid presentation and overview. We now arrive at a very important stage of our program. The inaugural address, we are eagerly waiting to hear from Chairman Mallika Srinivasan. Mrs. Srinivasan is a thought leader, strategist par excellence, recognized for entrepreneurship and contribution to the Indian agricultural machinery business and academia. Under her dynamic leadership, the Tractor and Farm Equipment Limited has become the third largest manufacturer in the world and the second largest manufacturer in India.
And now some reason.
May I go on this? She has enhanced and leveraged the engineering tech strengths at TAFE to design, develop, and manufacture a range of products for international markets. Her achievements cannot be summarized within a short span of time, but I would like to add that today we see her as a humanitarian model, endowed with a deep sense of philanthropic and social responsibility in generously contributing to a leading educational institution in India which champions the right for women's education. We also see her as a noble sister who has kept alive cherishing the memory of her dear departed sister, whose creativity and perfection is embodied in this center, befitting the present and the future generations to come. It is my distinct pleasure and honor to invite Chairman Mallika Srinivasan to deliver the inaugural address. Thank you, Madam. Over to you.
Thank you, Dr. Renuka. I just wanted to do a check if you are seeing the video and if the audio is clear. Is it fine for me to go on?
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect, thank you. Respected Dr. Rosie Joseph, Principal, Stella Maris College. I think I see Vice Principal there. Sister Susan, Secretary. Distinguished management and faculty, family and friends of Jayashree, aspiring young women of leaders of tomorrow, digital enthusiasts, invitees, and friends. On this occasion, I'd first like to express my heartfelt thank you to Sister Rosie Joseph and to Stella Maris for giving us at TAFE and Jayashree's family this unique opportunity to partner together in setting up this center. Sister, your forward-thinking approach, your passionate zeal and dedication. Sorry.
Ma'am, we are not able to see your video, ma'am.
All right, let's set this video. Just give me a second. Just let me try this. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Let me start again. Sister, your forward-thinking approach, your passionate zeal and dedication towards empowerment of women through a holistic, cutting-edge education, continuously pushing the boundaries. And I speak on a very personal note when I say this has truly inspired me. For decades now, Stella Maris has been the most iconic institution for women's education in Chennai, and its alumni have risen to the highest positions in the land. A value-based, holistic education that continuously evolves to prepare the students for the rapidly changing world outside has been the hallmark of this institution. And I would like to, on this occasion, express my most sincere appreciation to the invaluable contributions made by its principals and faculty for decades. Going back, and it was indeed a norm, and I go back to my college days and Jayashree's too, when I say that if you graduated with honors from a leading school, and I'll just like a Church Park or a Rosary Metric, just to name a couple, you went to Stella as the institution of choice. My sister Jayashree was no exception. Her days at Stella were the most joyful, and with her endearing nature and spirited approach to excellence, she built strong bonds, not just with her friends at college, but with her teachers and her principal, Dr. Sister Helen Vincent. Ever grateful for the wonderful education and infused with the warmth and blessings from the sisters, she built on the foundation, completed her MBA program, Masters in Economics, her MBA, and then rose professionally with a can-do attitude, taking on both odds and challenges in equal measure to the position of Chairman AMCO Batteries, President of the Madras Management Association, and Director of TAFE. Her links with Stella Maris were enduring, and the bond with her alma mater grew stronger under the encouragement of Dr. Sister Annama Philip and Dr. Sister Jacinta, with whom she closely allied to work on a number of college events and projects. A free spirit, a youthful curiosity for new learnings, a passion for excellence, and a cheerful, bold perseverance. And above all, a large-heartedness that she displayed and the helping hand she gave for the betterment and progress of others defined her. In commemoration of this spirit, towards her ideal of fostering cutting-edge leading experiences packaged in a very individualized, learner-centric way, is what this digital learning and research center promises to offer to all desiring students. We all acknowledge that we have now moved into a digital world. To the 3 hours of reading, writing, and arithmetic, must be added the fourth pillar of education, digital. It is imperative, irrespective of the discipline, be it the economics, arts, commerce, or science, to be digitally savvy. And as the technological world changes rapidly around us, our digital education does not end with a certificate or a course. It is a continuous learning journey. Toddlers commence education using digital tools, while octogenarians need to be having digital savvy capabilities just for ease of living. A learner-centric approach, an individualized learning path, and I think Shobna elucidated this earlier, is the only way to bridge, upgrade, and continuously update our digital skills. And the Jayashree Venkataraman Digital Learning and Research Center gives every aspiring student this opportunity. This smart digital space offers a collaborative learning environment that expands horizons. The knowledge partners offer curated content to make every learning experience or journey most enjoyable. And while we are launching 3 courses today in terms of digital analytics and the powered photography, the creative photography, and the ability to create digital content, I'd like to assure you this is only a taste of things to come. To make a seamless and smooth transition into your chosen career or future, be it a professional, an entrepreneur, a homemaker, a social entrepreneur, or a policymaker, I would urge every student to give yourselves the critical advantage of being digitally well equipped. And it's my earnest desire that this digital learning center be utilized to offer learning with modern delivery models and pedagogy and help seekers connect with the outside world for research. The vision of this center is to create the platform for students and faculty to learn, ideate, collaborate, and create, and become active contributors to the digital world with ease. We at TAFE, under the leadership of Shobna and her team, have enjoyed putting this together alongside the very passionate and enthusiastic team from Stella Maris. And to both the Stella Maris team and the TAFE team, I'd like to say a big thank you for making this dream a reality. To our program management partners, EY, and our technical suppliers, a warm thank you for your meticulous effort and inputs. To Jayashree and Murli's friends and to our family, I'd like to say thank you for the encouragement, support, blessing, good wishes, and for being with us today as we commemorate the life of one whom we all loved through enhancing the joy of achievement and progress for a generation of aspiring young women. Thank you all. Thank you, Sister Rosie Joseph. Thank you all. Thank you to the team. Thank you to all our friends who participated here today. Thank you.
For that most inspiring and stimulating address. We thank you for your good wishes and your blessings for the Stella Maris College and for this digital center in particular. Thank you again. Our next speaker is our guest of honor, Mr. Murli Venkataraman. Mr. Venkataraman has had a career spanning more than 3 decades with board leadership positions in the field of industrial, manufacturing, and information technology infrastructure. I'm delighted to invite you, Mr. Murli Venkataraman, to give a special address and share your thoughts on this inaugural evening.
Thank you. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, we can hear.
Yeah. Dr. Sister Rosie Joseph, Principal Stella Maris College, Mrs. Mallika Srinivasan, Chairman and CEO TAFE, students of the college, staff of the college, and invitees to today's function. Let me first begin by thanking the college, as Mallika so said, for giving us an opportunity, particularly our family, to be associated with a project which would have been very dear to Jayashree's heart. When Mallika and I were debating options to commemorate her life, we both decided that the most appropriate would be to establish something in association with Stella Maris. Jayashree had very fond memories of her studies here, as well as long associations with many teachers with whom she continued to be actively in touch over many decades, and particularly with Sister Helen Vincent and the principals who followed her later on. I've heard her, both in public forums and in family interactions, give credit to the college and her teachers for laying the foundation and rigor for her subsequent personal and professional success. Even though she did go on to complete her master's in economics and thereafter a diploma in business management, she always had a soft spot for her alma mater and continued to be associated with it in the years to come. The objectives of the center have been already detailed out, and so I would not like to repeat them. I would just like to highlight that they truly encompass the ideals Jayashree passionately believed in: empowerment of young women to achieve success in all spheres, and secondly, the adoption of technology for institutional and individual advancement. She was an individual who had a passion for continuous learning, whether at work, in her positions with management associations and other institutions, and also in her personal life. I have very vivid remembrances of her diligently researching topics late at night after getting our son, who was quite young at that time, to bed, and as she was very meticulous about being properly and adequately prepared. Simply put, she was never a person who would even consider winging it. She always said that one of her most satisfying achievements was the establishment of the Women Managers Forum in the Madras Management Association during her presidency, which has gone on to receive laurels from the management fraternity subsequently. The last 18 months have been truly life-altering for each one of us in different ways. Life as we knew it would never be the same again. In the field of education, the impact has been particularly egregious. However, if one were to see some good emerging from this tragedy, it is the fact that technology is being rapidly and successfully harnessed in every sphere of life. And in many instances, the results have been hugely positive. Now, dissemination and acquisition of knowledge knows no boundaries, whether geographical or time zones or political. It has been thoroughly democratized and is within access of everybody with a thirst for it. This accessibility makes it a powerful tool, both for the seeker and the provider. It is very evident that the age of the knowledge revolution has begun in earnest, and there is no power on earth which will retard this progress. It is up to each one of us to fully embrace this new revolution or be cast aside as redundant and disposable. The role of man in the days to come will undergo a fundamental change. It is therefore very timely that this digital learning and research vehicle is being established. I'm sure that relevant and need-appropriate modules will be developed, which will be value-enhancing to the students, as well as maintain the college's proud reputation as a flag bearer of change in the sphere of education. I wish the center all success, and let me particularly conclude by extending my personal gratitude to many of Jayashree's school and college mates who have specially zoomed in to attend this event, and to extend the personal thanks to from the family side to all those who were involved in making this a reality today. Thank you once again for giving us an opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring and engaging address on this auspicious occasion. Clearly, the thing that's transforming is not technology. Technology is transforming us. On that note, at Stella Maris, we have evolved and adapted 3 innovative courses by 3 different training institutes to be inaugurated this evening. The first one will be presented by Dr. Suchitra Veeravalli, Chief Executive of the Jnanam Institute of Advanced Analytical Training, and which is an incubated cell of the IIT Madras. And we will now present an overview of the course offered by Geeta in the form of a video.
Geeta. We are an IT Madras incubated company. Geeta imparts training to corporates, students, and professionals in the areas of data science, machine learning, AI, and other allied areas. The company was founded by Professors Raghunathan Rengaswamy and Shankar Narasimhan. Professor Raghunathan is currently a chair professor and Dean of Global Engagement at IT Madras, and Professor Shankar is a chair professor at the Department of Chemical Engineering at IT Madras. Dr. Suchitra Veeravalli currently heads Geeta as its CEO. NASSCOM reports indicate that up to 70% of the Indian workforce will need reskilling or upskilling by the year 2025. The team has conducted training for corporate giants like Ford, Suez, Tata Steel, Reliance Industries, Sabic, Honeywell, to name a few. What sets us apart from our competitors? Through our experience in data science consultancy, we have developed a very innovative framework for teaching data science. We are pleased to partner with Stella and offer the following courses to their digital center. The program consists of two parts. The first program, Analytics 101, is designed to lay a strong foundation over the mathematical and statistical concepts required to understand data science. On successful completion of the program, participants can venture into the advanced courses. The advanced courses have been customized to enable students from different backgrounds to pursue. For instance, students or research scholars from the Department of Commerce, Economics, Business Administration, Computer Science and Human Resource Management can opt for an applied course in business analytics, whereas graduates or research scholars from the Department of Botany, Zoology, Biology, Bioinformatics and Biotechnology can opt for a course on deconstructing biological data. We look forward to guiding students in their data science journey. Thank you.
Geeta and Dr. Suchitra in particular for that presentation. We now move on to the next course, which would be offered by the founder director of LLA. It's my pleasure, Madam, Ms. Anuradha Iqbal, to talk to us about the course offered in Get Creative and Photography. Over to you, Madam.
Good evening, and we at Light and Life Academy are truly honored to be a part of this pioneering venture. I went through the walkthrough and it looks incredible, and I think this is going to be a big bonus for us when we present our program. You called it, the Creative Digital Center. And we're very happy that our first course is going to be called Get Creative with Photography. Now, this course is targeted at those people who are passionate about photography, not merely, people who are just recording events, but want to make a change with every picture that they take. We all know that photography is something that everybody enjoys. We also know that photography is partly art and partly science. So the science part of it, I think it's going to be very easy to deliver it through the digital center. The art part of it is something that we will work on an offline, online model. What we are trying to do here is the offline part is something that you will do independently, because we feel photography is not something that you can learn through theory, but something that you need to practice because it's an art form. So the way our course is designed is you go through the concepts, because creativity all come from concepts, not from looking at what others did or other images that have been done or what people are talking about photography, but more experiential. That is when you can do something very original. So you will have sessions about various concepts. The concepts will lead to some assignments that will be assigned to you. You will actually go and physically take pictures. Once you take pictures, you will then upload it on a forum where you will get to see what images for the same assignment has been done by the rest of the participants of your course. You can interact with them, you can talk to them, you can comment about it. And then we will have our mentor, who's a professional photographer, give you feedback on how well you've done and what you could do to improve. So this combination of being able to study digitally and then go out and practice on your own independently in your time, and then come back on the digital forum to interact with other photographers and with our professional photography mentors, will result in learning of very high orders, what we feel. And more importantly, when I heard all the talk about Madam Jayashree Venkataraman and her contribution to her alma mater, I think through this photography, all participants will create a really beautiful, wonderful, valuable database or data bank of fantastic images, which hopefully 25 years down the line, at your 100th celebration, 100th anniversary celebration, will be used as contribution by the photography students of Stella Maris in creating memories about what the institution has gone through over the years. We hope to be able to do a very, very successful launch program. And I think it's, like they say, well begun is half done. We hope to deliver a brilliant program with the active participation of the college as well as students. We can't wait to get started. All the very best and congratulations on launching this center. Thank you.
Well, for that wonderfully creative and innovative ideation and presentation. It's so fascinating what you have offered, and I can't, it's so promising that we hope that our students will hugely benefit from it. Thanks once again, Madam. So now we have, I have the pleasure to invite Ms. Birunda Antoinette, Head Department of Computer Science, Stella Maris College, to present the course offered on video creation, editing, hosting, and live streaming. Over to you, Dr. Birunda.
Good evening. The Department of Computer Science is happy to launch digital content creation, a skill development program for the faculty of Stella Maris College. The faculty of Stella Maris College have always overcome challenges in a cheerful manner. Last year, we conducted a training on G Suite. We were successful in adopting the technology and reaching out to students. This year, we are given the opportunity to conduct an FDP on digital content creation, a 4-day program in this center. The course will be conducted in workshop mode, so we will have both theory and practical. We have already started the onboarding of registered participants. Installation manuals for Windows and Mac users have been provided. The course begins on September and ends on 4th September 2021. The course focuses on 4 areas: content designing using PowerPoint, which covers templates, transitions, and animations; recording lectures using OBS Studio; editing the recorded videos using OpenShot; hosting and live streaming in Zoom. So after taking this course, the participants will be able to create PowerPoint, record lecture videos, and edit the videos in a standard way. So by standard way, I mean following certain best practices. Hope to make this learning as enjoyable as possible. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Birunda, for this presentation of yours. And we thank everyone who have composed and conceptualized these programs. I look forward to a digital trajectory of higher education at Stella Maris College, the way to the future. It is my pleasure now to render a brief note of thanks to one and all here, the virtual and the physical audience. On behalf of Stella Maris College, I am deeply honored to extend a warm gratitude to Chairman Mallika Srinivasan for her rich contribution in enhancing and providing an enabled trajectory of cutting-edge digital mode of education at Stella Maris College. A special word of thanks goes to Mr. Venkataraman for his presence, encouragement, and support to the Stella Maris institution. The center would not have been a possibility without the remarkable leadership of Mrs. Shobna Ravi and the meticulous TAFE team. Mrs. Ravi has played a pivotal role in organizing and coordinating this remarkable creation. Thank you, Shobna, from all of us at the organizing committee of this inaugural event. We are equally indebted with gratitude to the ENY consultants for their relentless creative engagement with the center, and to the Office 2000 Solutions and their team who have worked diligently in developing relentlessly working in developing this center and working in such a craftsmanship that today we have a feat of a technological as well as an aesthetic accomplishment in Stella Maris College. My heartfelt gratitude goes to the Stella Maris management, especially our principal, Dr. Sister Joseph, Secretary Sister Susan, for being our pillars of strength and support to all our endeavors at the college. My special thanks are due to the colleagues of my colleagues of the organizing committee of the Jayashree Venkataraman Digital Center. My gratitude to all the virtual and physical audience present today, distinguished guests, alumni of Stella Maris College, faculty, and students. We are extremely privileged to have you all this evening for giving us your time to sparkle the event. I would like you to take home a beautiful, romantic sentiment that reflects this inauguration in the words of poet Shelley. Our sweetest songs are those that tell of saddest thought. Thank you all. Thank you very much to one and all. May we now all rise for the national anthem.
Thank you, sister. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. You put together some beautiful function, and I think it's a wonderful opportunity to cooperate and work in partnership with the college. Don't have enough words to say. As a family, I think we are really moved that you enable us to do this, and the fantastic effort that your team put in is amazing. We were just talking about what are the ways in which we can. We've just thought through one or two more thoughts, and I'll be happy to share that with you, sister.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks, Shobna, and thank you, Renuka. Thank you to everybody at Stella Maris.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.